This is Daily Armenia, ＳիվիլNeթ's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan will visit Turkey in the coming days at the invitation of its President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan. The Prime Minister's visit to Turkey is historic because it is the first time that the head of Armenia will make a visit of such a level. Parliament Speaker Alen Simonyan told reporters today. This follows a visit to Ankara yesterday by Deputy Foreign Minister Vahan Kostanyan, who met with his Turkish counterpart Beris Ekinci to discuss regional issues and bilateral relations as part of the ongoing Armenia-Turkey normalization process. Armenia's Deputy Speaker of Parliament and Special Envoy to Turkey, Ruben Rubinyan, said today that the dialogue includes not only his own talks with Turkey's envoy, but also communication between the two countries' foreign ministries and other officials. Pashinyan's latest contact with Erdoğan was on June 5th, when they held a phone call to discuss bilateral ties and agreed to keep the dialogue going. Pashinyan visited Turkey in June 2023 to attend Erdoğan's inauguration. Armenia's ruling Civil Contract Party voted down a controversial military service reform bill today, even though it was proposed by one of their own, Member of Parliament Hayk Sargsyan. The bill would have allowed young men to significantly shorten their mandatory military service by making large payments to the state. In a surprising twist, Sargsyan himself voted against his own proposal, saying he did so at Pashinyan's request. He insisted, however, that he is not abandoning the idea and plans to revise the bill for future debate. The rejected bill would have allowed men aged 18 to 32 to serve only 1 month of military duty by paying around $63,000, or 4 months for $47,000, far less than the current 2-year requirement. It also proposed raising the conscription age limit from 27 to 32. Supporters, including Defense Minister Suren Papikyan, had argued it could reduce illegal draft evasion and modernize the system, but the bill has faced strong backlash. Armenia's human rights defender, Anahit Manasyan, warned it could deepen inequality by giving the wealthy a way out, while poorer citizens would still have to serve full terms. She also raised concerns about morale and fairness within the armed forces. Following her statement, Parliament's Defense Committee abruptly cancelled a scheduled hearing, citing urgent concerns. Still, Sargsyan says the government is committed to passing some version of the reform before the July conscription period. Last month, Armenia's parliament passed a new bill raising import duties on cement fourfold, from about $5 to $20 per 100 tons, while keeping the import duty on clinker, the raw material used to make cement, at zero. The government says the goal is to protect local producers from a surge of cheaper cement from Iran. But the move has sparked concerns about potential favoritism. One company that stands to benefit is Shin Cement, which imports clinker duty-free and is co-owned by Gurgen Sargsyan, the son of Aram Sargsyan, a former prime minister and ally of the ruling Civil Contract Party. Shin Cement now produces 15% of Armenia's cement and has significantly expanded operations since its founding in 2018. Critics, including some ruling party members, say the law may create unfair advantages for politically connected businesses. The economy minister visited Shin Cement's plant in March, and officials say the company plans to triple its output. Responding to questions, Aram Sargsyan denied any wrongdoing and said clinker-based production is more expensive, arguing the policy supports domestic industry and healthy competition. He also stressed he doesn't interfere in his son's business. ＳivilNet has requested import data from Armenia's State Revenue Committee to further evaluate the impact of the policy. And finally, the SivilNet number of the day is 3. That's because the 3rd annual Ghappan International Music Festival will be returning to the southern Armenian town starting July 4th. It will feature a noted international lineup and a series of cultural premieres. The headline act of this year's festival is legendary pianist Marta Argerich, who received the Kennedy Center honors in 2016 and will be performing in Armenia for the first time. Ղապանfest, now in its third year, is fast emerging as one of the region's leading cultural events, aiming to foster international dialogue and artistic innovation in Armenia's Sunik province. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.